Hey, Mystic Michaela, spiritual family. Welcome to Know Your Aura with Mystic Michaela, coming to you live from the 2-week lockdown with Scotty, my red blue aura husband. Hey, Scott.
Hey, guys.
You may hear it in our voices. We are sick. We are a little sick. We do not know if it's the Rona.
I think you have the corona.
You think I have the corona.
I know we've all been playing the blade game of who has the corona.
Yeah.
And my bet is on you. Well, I don't think I have it.
You sound terrible.
Yeah, my voice is a little scratchy
It's like
today.
awful. You got the dry cough.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know?
Well, Bree was coughing.
Well, okay, so
last
like,
week.
if we got it, it's from the children.
Yes.
Which I scientifically, unscientifically am sure the children are the carriers.
Yeah, well, Abby's been fine. She actually
Abby's
has
been
no
fine.
symptoms of anything.
Yes, our little one's fine. Our 11-year-old was sick,
Yeah.
and now we're sick.
But actually, what I wanted, I think where it actually came from was your parents. Now, your mom told me the other day that she was the first case of corona. Now, remember, if we remember back from a previous episode, she was Anne Frank in a previous life.
Right.
Everybody knows this. But she also told me that she thinks she had the corona back in December.
She's patient zero.
She's patient zero.
Forget about Wuhan, China.
So
it's in Buffalo.
It started in Buffalo, New York, Orchard Park, to be specific, on Freeman Road. And she's fine now, but she was the first case.
Yeah, she's patient zero.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I've been thinking about this whole time with the corona?
What?
You know, a few months ago,
Okay.
I remember we did an episode on vision boards.
Yes.
Everybody was so excited.
Yes.
Everyone was putting like cruises and
I know.
air flights and all these great things.
Yeah.
And all those vision boards have gone to crap.
I didn't even think of that.
Have you thought about that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Maybe one really powerful person put this on their vision board. Like
Right.
complete isolation.
I think so.
Everyone leave me alone.
Right. Maybe a lot of people took the message of the vision board
Yeah.
and they made vision boards where everyone was isolated.
Yeah,
That's right.
like maybe those people won.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, everything on my vision board is pretty much gone.
Right.
Except for Jebediah, of course.
Right.
And they're doing fantastic, by the way. The Amish community
They don't even know what's happening.
They don't even know what's going on.
They don't need any of this stuff.
He keeps inviting me there.
Wow.
I'm going to go. If you have the corona, I'm going. I'm hanging with Jebediah.
You don't even we do air high fives.
We do air high fives.
You stay 6 feet away from me at all times.
Air hug?
Air hugs. We do air hugs.
Yes. Everything.
I'm not allowed to touch your food.
Yeah, and I've been doing the cooking.
Yeah, well, we've been living on frozen food.
Right. So basically what I do is now I know how to preheat an oven. I never knew how to do that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're learning life skills.
Yes.
I've been,
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to teach you and Bree, the 11-year-old here, life skills. Mm-hmm. Like she learned how to
What'd she learn?
preheat an oven, and so did you.
I learned how to use the timer on the microwave.
You did. That is absolutely true.
Yes.
We were so proud.
And I also have been trying to get foods that you get at restaurants to make it feel.
Yeah.
So I got Friday's potato skins.
That's a tip for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it. Go out, get the Fridays potato skins, get the PF Chang's.
Yes.
Chicken dumplings, whatever.
Yeah. Really
And-
treat yourself.
Yeah. You could even put the ambiance, maybe get a pin, like a Friday's pin.
Oh my gosh,
wear it.
yes.
Remember how they used to wear the pins?
They used to. Scott, you're making yourself old again.
Oh.
Remember they used to wear, what my God, what did they call it? Stop it.
Like bling?
No,
Bling?
flare.
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 Flare, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was before the word bling was even around. They used to call
Yeah.
it flare. So if you went to Fridays about 20 years ago,
Yeah.
the Fridays people were allowed to wear ridiculous hats and vests with a ton of weird pins. But anyways, that's what Scott's referring to. And you could do that for your family at home.
So what's your take? You basically been staying home. You've been quarantined because you have corona.
Well, I really don't feel good. I would be staying home anyhow.
Right.
So
I've been doing the Publix runs. So,
which is our grocery store.
So basically we do two things. You do the stay-at-home thing.
Yeah.
And I do the Publix every day.
I do email readings.
Yeah.
And I homeschool now. That's been fun.
Yes. Yeah. You've been doing fine. You've still been
It's
doing your emails, your phone readings.
Yes, I've been doing that. It's homeschooling's like yelling at children to read independently for a half hour. That's
Yeah.
what homeschooling is.
Yeah. I mean, we were supposed to. People were flying in from LA. You were going to do a party,
Yes.
but we just switched it
We
to
just
phone.
made them phones. Yeah,
made
so
phones.
everybody's just kind of phones.
We've been doing that.
And I'm going to talk about this later, just about the anxiety and the stress and what's going on and how we're all handling it. But in our, what has it been? 2 weeks? Why does it feel like months?
I don't know. It's been about a month, I think.
Oh my God.
Maybe more than a month. Maybe it's been 3 months.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Every day feels like
It doesn't matter
2 months.
what I wear. play.
Yes, it's true.
Thanks. What about you? You're wearing like athletic bottoms like every day.
No, right now I have jeans on and I'm prepared. I got my Alabama hat on and
all right.
Actually, due to the corona, the funniest thing is you are now. You usually have the textbooks. Everyone knows our textbooks.
Yeah, our textbooks prop up our microphone.
Right, but one of the textbooks I think has corona.
It does.
So you have a throw burrito game.
We've been doing a lot of board games. Throw burrito is a great board game if you don't know that one.
And now you're using throw burrito as your mic stand.
It's a great mic stand.
So
we use what we can.
That's a huge change.
That's a huge change.
Big changes.
Well, what do you think about social distancing, Scott?
Well,
because you have a theory on this.
I do, and I've been going to Publix.
Yes.
Everyone knows I've been friends with all the Publix employees. The old people love me there.
Yeah, I walked in there.
Yeah, I walked in, and look, I'm feeling fine. I really am not sick, and I coughed.
Oh my god!
And people, you should have seen.
They're like parted the sea.
These old people, because it's all old people. It's me and the old people.
Yeah.
They all gave me like death stares.
Oh yeah.
One person almost I think he took out a gun. He was going to shoot me. Like, what are you doing here?
That would happen in Florida very quickly.
And if you notice around, like you see a lot of people trying to hold in coughs.
Yes, it's a very stressful time to have a cough.
Yeah, so if you cough in public, it's like you're a leper.
Yes, you can't do that.
Yeah, so when I coughed, I was like, oh my God.
Like, you can't just even clear your throat or anything. Like, people
you can't sniffle.
You can't. People throw you down.
They will.
Without touching you.
Yeah. But here's my thing, with the social distancing, and I told you this the other day, that I'm a great social distancer.
This is very natural to you.
Yes.
Finally, the world feels comfortable to you.
Yes, I've been practicing social distancing for the last 20 years.
Yeah, when I met you, it was a big thing of yours.
Yeah. Like, I just recently started like hugging people again.
It's true.
And, I don't like to hug people.
Well, can I tell this story?
Yeah, tell
You don't even know what I'm telling. When we first moved down here, okay, maybe like you're from Long Island, I'm from Buffalo. We lived in Buffalo for a long time. Nobody hugs when they meet each other. I don't know. Is that a Buffalo thing? I don't know. Like no one's like double kiss, like hug. Then we moved down here and all the new people we met did the double kiss and the hug. And you refused to do it.
Right. I refuse to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, like shaking hands, I know the president has said this too, but shaking hands, I'm okay with not shaking hands. I mean, I'm okay with doing like the fist pump, like hit the knuckles or whatever, or the elbow.
Right.
I mean, I would have been doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this. I don't like to sit in the middle seat at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. Why? Because you're too close to people.
Yeah.
I don't like to go to the movie theaters. I like to sit in the back row because everyone's crowded in.
You have a point now. Now you're making sense. Now you're like a prophet.
Now I look like a genius.
Yeah.
I never used to go to the Sunrise Mall because there were so many people there and they'd be so crowded that everyone would be on top of you and there was no social distancing.
See? Like you knew this.
Yes. Even at Publix, I like to be like 3 carts away from everybody.
You've been death staring at people who cough around you for years.
I have been.
Yes.
And I just have to say that I'm a great social distancer. I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for like 20 years.
And you'll continue to do it after.
So.
Well, red people. Well, all right. So like with social distancing, I think that, red people. But you're not. It's really not the illness that is the reason why you're going to social distance. Like it's just people in general, wouldn't you say? Like you're just not touchy-feely?
Yeah, I never, now that you put it that way, maybe I just knew psychically that one day there was going to be a pandemic.
You just knew that.
I knew that.
Because, I feel like with social distancing, my purple and indigo kind of go against each other. Because my purple, it's like when you tell me not to do something, I kind of want to do it more. So it's, hard for me. Of course, I'll listen. But it's, my rebelliousness, it's where are the beaches open? And those are probably all those purple people, going down to the beaches. Now, I did not go, and I'm not going to go.
Right.
But, I get it. The people, everyone's outside now. You look outside, everyone's out there. And it's because a lot of people, when you tell them not to do something, they want to do it more. But then my indigo self is dealing with the social distancing where, I'm okay with it. That's good. It's, a good little buffer.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely do handle this differently. But I'm actually surprised because you haven't been freaking out.
I have not been.
Usually during crises, like this, like a hurricane, you always freak out. And I'm like,
hurricanes. I am such a nut.
Yeah, you are a nut.
I am such a nut during hurricanes, and you're like, stop it.
Yeah,
I am so crazy. But no, I have not been freaking out.
Yeah, and
I'm okay. I'm very calm.
Yeah, I don't freak out during these things. Like
you never
I'm always calm. I'm always like, don't worry.
You consistently don't believe what's happening.
I'll get the gas. I'll put up the shutter.
No,
eventually.
but that's an issue. Like the hurricanes are honestly, hurricanes they freak me out. They're very scary.
All right. But I'm surprised that I figured you'd go hurricane on me and be like, you got to get this and this and this.
Yeah,
and
I get like really crazy.
Yeah, but so far you've been pretty calm, which I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's true. But we've been watching a lot of Netflix.
We have.
And I think it's like a lot of the shows that, I don't know, like we would never have normally watched.
Yeah.
And our new show that we start. Now we're only on episode 2, and I don't want to give spoilers.
Yeah, we've watched 2 episodes.
Apparently there's spoilers because like people have been writing me about this show, and they're like, I don't want to tell you what's going to happen. And we're only on episode 2.
Well, okay, so first episode I thought the show's called Joe Exotic.
Yeah, it's called something else, but it's really about Joe Exotic, who looks like Joe Dirt.
Right. So I'm going to call him Joe Dirt. And the first episode I found to be boring. And I wasn't going to watch it again.
Yeah.
But you're like, no, let's just give it one.
Scott, come on. Like, there's something to this.
Right.
Like, people are like...
And you have Corona, so we're like, all right, let's watch episode 2.
let's give Mom one.
Right. So,
our 11-year-old's watching it with us. I don't know if that's appropriate.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you know what?
Cut her off. Episode 2 was great, though.
Episode 2 was great. Because that Carol...
Yeah, she's crazy.
Like, all of a sudden, like, you see... Oh, my God. There's Carol. There's that... Who's the doc?
You got Doc Antle or something?
Doc Antle.
Doc Antle.
No, but one of them...
He makes all his employees do that.
The best part is most of the one guy's in Florida, McCarthy.
Yes. I've been to that one.
Yeah, because we found a baby bird.
Yeah.
And Scott had to like deliver it to a rescue center, and McCarthy's took it. And Scott's like, I met that woman.
Yeah. I gave the baby bird to her.
No, that's nice.
Now, I don't want to make fun of that place, but when I got there, let me just tell you, I was there. It was pouring rain.
Yeah.
It's the middle of absolutely effing nowhere.
Yes.
And it's like all locked up. Oh. And you just go to the front.
Yeah.
They don't let you in.
See, it's weird.
And this lady comes out in the pouring rain, no umbrellas. Really? We're standing out. I'm getting poured on. She's getting poured on.
Yeah.
You were doing a reading at the time.
I know.
I had Abby with me. She fell asleep.
I made you go on this journey.
Yeah. It's the middle of nowhere. And you don't know what's going on back there.
And that's freaky.
Yeah. But she took the bird. She pet the bird. She was nice to the bird.
She wrote us that it made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave her the bird and I left. But I was like, what goes on there? And now that is now, I don't know if that one's going to come up in the next episodes.
Well, he was on the second episode.
Yeah.
But he was, because basically they're saying all these big cat people are nuts.
Right. And they all hate each other.
But it's funny because the McCarthy guy, he feels kind of like, I mean, I think he's a good, I don't know, like, I haven't heard anything bad about that place, but like, we're not done with the series yet.
That's
but just looking at his aura, he doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Now, I called them recently.
Yes.
To try to get, because you can get like a tour.
This was before we saw this series. Now I'm second guessing this stuff.
Now I want to go more than ever.
No, you
Now I'm getting a little purple here.
No, but I'm really stressed out about animal exploitation. And like I can't go somewhere where they do breeding.
We got to find out what's going on there.
Yeah. Well, I can't go anywhere they do breeding. Yeah. Like, I can't do that.
I called. I left my name and number. They never called me back. And then you got the other guys in Miami. Now, of course, all these people are in Florida.
My God. Mario.
The guy that killed somebody or didn't kill someone.
How's he not in jail? No, he did. He admitted it.
No, he didn't do the killing. He watched it.
And then he helped cut up the body.
Yeah.
And bury it and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
God.
But he's got a tiger farm.
Yeah.
In Miami.
Now, the most interesting character to me is the guy, Doc Antle from Myrtle Beach.
Right.
Now, this guy.
What a cult leader.
This guy has got everything going on. He's got like 7 houses. He's got all these cats. And he's got like, what, 10? Nobody even knows how many wives he has.
Yeah.
What is this guy? They call him the Baba Hagita.
Yes.
Which means like the Lord, my Lord or something.
Yeah.
I actually told the Mystic Michaela spiritual family they can call me that if they like. So if you now see me and you want to call me the Bahava Gito guy or whatever, no problem with that. And the one guy was interesting. That he said he didn't even look up to him for how he was doing with the cats. He looked up to him for how he was doing with the ladies.
Oh, my God.
But he treats the cats the same as he does the ladies.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're all his pets.
Well, you made an interesting observation. You're like, these people treat the animals better than the employees.
Right. What's the lady?
Carol.
Yeah, she's so disgusting. Like she
I know, you
thinks she's the greatest person on earth.
Yeah.
But you can see right through her. She gives me like that Gabby Bernstein vibe where you can just see right through her.
Like, you got to stop bringing Gabby Bernstein up.
Like Gabby Bernstein, you can tell she's such a phony. And that lady is the same way. That's like the same feeling. Like, you know how you say, like, if you get like a feeling on one person
yes.
when you're reading?
Yes, yes. Like, if somebody reminds you of somebody else, it's a spirit message.
Right.
Yeah.
So she reminds me, like, I don't know, Gabby Bernstein, I don't know this Carol lady personally, but they remind me of each other. Even though, like, they look nothing alike, but the same kind of concept. Like, you're pretending this, but you're really full of, you know what?
She's got the craziest aura.
Oh, really? What's her aura?
Yeah, so it's like, there's purple, but there's like a green with it. But the green has like this yellow-green hue. I've never seen one like that. And I feel like she definitely lives in her own reality.
Yes.
And she actually freaks me out. Now, Joe Exotic is super purple.
Yeah.
We're just going to give him his own shade of purple. But, like, he's
Joe
super...
Dirt gets his own shade.
He gets his own shade. And listen, like, he looks like a nutball. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I would trust him over Carol.
Yes.
Having said that, I do not agree with breeding these tigers. It's awful. And I do like that she doesn't breed the tigers.
Right.
You know, she just rescues them.
Yeah. I mean, again, if everything's true of this documentary, she basically has her workers working 80 hours a week and paying them nothing or $100 a week. I think they said something like that.
No, hers get nothing. Doc gives them $100 a week.
Okay. Wow. Nice guy. But he gives them a rat-infested place to live in. No, that's Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt gives them those trailers to live in.
They all get kind of crappy places to live in. But he gets them from the bus stop. They're like homeless off the bus stop, and he gives them somewhere to go and work.
Right. Now, like, we've only watched 2 episodes, so we don't know.
We don't even know
totally
what's
wrong
happening
here. I mean, I'm going to honestly say Joe Dirt.
Great show.
Joe Dirt seems like such a better person than Carol.
I don't think he's nice to those animals, and I think we're going to see.
I mean, he might be.
I think we're going to see things turn out.
Oh, boy.
Like, he can't afford to feed them the way they're supposed to be fed.
Right.
There's no way. I can't even deal, like, when growing up, once we had 6 cats at once, like, domestic house cats. Do you know how much it was to take care of just 6 little cats? I can't imagine taking care of, what does he have, like 90 tigers? Like,
more, I think.
I mean,
700.
Do you know how much work? That is a lot of work. Like, and it's expensive, and it smells, and it's constant. So I can't. So there's no way he's doing it correctly.
No, I mean, you're right.
And they exploit the cubs. It's terrible.
The one girl lost her arm in the cage.
Oh my god!
And
episode 2. A lot going on.
A lot going on. I mean, this was a great episode.
We'll have to talk about this again because
we're gonna definitely bring this up again as it goes on.
To distract from our quarantine life, Joe Exotic, and now I have a new character for you. Is Scotty Exotic.
Scotty.
What is that? I want you to pose with the cat for my pleasure.
You want me
to pose with Rocky, our house cat, for my pleasure.
Okay, so basically, let's give people the image I can see in their heads.
Okay.
You want me with what? A cowboy hat?
Like, I want like some sort of cowboy hat. We'll construct some sort of mullet thing going on.
Right.
Bangs. We can work on this. The kids.
Beard, no beard. Mustache?
I'd like to draw like the Joe Dirt. Mustache on you.
Okay.
That looks like handlebars or whatever. We're going to give you some piercings.
Okay.
Open shirt. A lot of chest hair.
Right.
Bring it.
Right.
Some tight jeans with the buckled belt.
Right.
With Rocky.
I'm getting into this.
With Rocky.
Cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And we get Jebediah down here to pose shirtless.
Oh, damn.
And maybe a couple of his buddies.
And those
because he married 2 guys.
Oh, my God. He's like a polygamist.
He's a gay polygamist. Gay polygamist. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
Why not?
Sure. But that's fantastic. I mean, this guy is great. I mean,
there's no rules in their world.
If I'm ranking them right now.
Okay.
And again, it's only episode 2.
Episode 2.
I'm saying Joe Dirt's number 1. Doc Anal, he's definitely up there. I mean, this guy is insane. And he just figured out, like, crazy things about how people think to get them to do whatever he wants them to do.
Yeah, he renamed the girls. It's crazy.
The guy from Scarface.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Mario or something. 3. He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. And then Carol is my least favorite.
Yeah.
Because I think she's a fake. Like, she's pretending this nonsense.
She's probably just as bad as the rest of them.
But anyway, do you have the corona?
Maybe.
One of us has the corona. It's either me, you, Bree, or your mom.
Well, I've been watching a secret Netflix show on you.
Oh.
Without you around.
Oh, boy.
And it was like 1 season, and there's only 4 episodes, and it was made in like 2018.
But I've not heard about this.
It's called 3 Wives, 1 Husband.
Okay.
And it's about polygamists that live literally under a rock. Like they blew out a rock in Utah.
Yeah.
And it follows like kind of like 3 families that are polygamists.
Wait, remember we went to that like under the rock? Is that it?
No, but it looks like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on our road trip in 2004.
That's not it?
No, we saw a gas station that was built in a rock. No, but it's like this whole polygamous compound in Utah that's built under a huge red rock.
Wow.
And it's crazy. Like these wives are miserable.
So it's 3 wives and 1 husband?
Yeah, like it's about these families that have like a bunch of wives.
And that's a new Netflix show?
No, I think it's old and nobody watched it. Oh. And it's narrated by an English person with an English accent. But it's like, I don't know, it's really good. And I recommend it if you're super bored, which you are.
I'm going to tell you something. If vision boards ever come back to be a thing, I'm putting number 1 thing on my vision board. I want a Netflix show for you.
Okay.
For you. That's my number 1 thing
that would be fun.
On my vision board now. Netflix show for you. I think you should be a Netflix show.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. What are we talking about today?
Okay, guys, so all joking and kidding and lightheartedness aside, I know that this has been very stressful for a lot of people. And just picking up all your emotions, picking up, from people I've talked to, just from society in general, from like when I read the news, this is my take on it. And sometimes I feel like I'm a strong believer, like if you name it, you will have clarity about it. And if you're not fearful of what it is that's bothering you, you'll have more chance and opportunity to benefit from this time. So like right now, a lot of people are dealing with anxiety and stress, listlessness, depression. These are all signs of what I call empathic overwhelm. And it's brought on by this quarantine and the state of things as they are today and this kind of general shutdown. So what is empathic overwhelm? And I've talked about this on other episodes, and I want to do a whole episode just about it. But real quick today, empathic overwhelm is an overabsorption of the energy around you. And I see this with empaths all the time. And basically, there's energy around you all the time from people, from situations, from trials in your life and whatnot. And right now, it's really big. It's really big because it's societal in nature. So the collective consciousness is suffering. And empaths are picking that up to various degrees. So, your empaths are your purples, your blues, your indigos, and your turquoises. And so picking up this energy is hard, and it can cause this overabsorption of everything around you. And it's not all your feelings that you're feeling. You're feeling other people's feelings. You're feeling implications of the future. You're feeling just society in general. So you're not just feeling other people's feelings. You're feeling like the trajectory in which this is going. And some symptoms can be like you're tired, but you can't sleep. You're emotionally triggered. You're super sensitive, but you don't know why. You have this feeling of drowning in self, feeling stuck. You feel like life has minimal worth. You have trouble with being on time or procrastination. You need to be alone more than you already are. Daydreaming. And finally, it can get really bad when you start self-medicating with food or drugs or alcohol or things like that. So you have to really keep a check on it when you need to kind of get away from your own thoughts and your own self. That struggle right there is a trigger for you to look in and be like, what's really going on? So what's really going on? So right now, all of our society and all the things that serve as distractions have been taken down. So we are quite literally told to stay inside. What we're being told is to stay inside ourselves. And inside ourselves are a lot of triggers, a lot of voices, feelings, memories, and they all have center stage. What do we do with them? We either deal with them or we distract from them. It may not be for everyone right now to do spring cleaning or to take on some project or to get as much work done as you can. Even working from home can be hard because there is so much less opportunity to be distracted from these triggers. So these triggers they come in and they make it just very hard to focus on things that used to be super important. Like, I don't care if my laundry's done, or I don't care if the floor is clean, or I don't care, it's hard to stay on a schedule because what's the point? We don't, everything's literally on pause. But the thing is let's look at the word everything. What is everything? What is society? Society is a system we all subscribe to. It's not reality. Reality is in your own bubble of self, your own connection to spirit, your own connection to self. It's inside of you. Not even the reality of your spouse or your kids or your closest family members is the same reality as you have within yourself. That's why we all have different versions of the same thing that happens. Okay, like growing up, like me and my sister could have totally different versions of how we were parented. This is because our filters are all different for processing what happens to us. And right now, you are very much stuck in your own reality, no distractions. But our whole lives, and this is the problem, our whole lives we were taught to look outside of ourselves for reality. First, you look to your parents, okay? You're taught, please me, you get love. Do this, do that. This is what you do. This, be like me, do this, do that. I mean, that's how parents parent. We program our children. So, at first you're taught as a young child, look outside of yourself for reality. Look at your parents, see what they want. Then your teachers, schools, institutions, your boss. Okay, that's my reality, what my boss thinks, what this institution thinks about me, what others think about me, what my friends think about me, the neighbors, what society wants from me. Look at what other people are doing and compare yourself. These are all the distractions of society that take us away from ourselves, our own reality. Look at the things that you should want to buy. Now go make money and buy them. There's a distraction. That's a distraction that takes whole people's lives away from them. All of this stuff is false. And now we are hitting a reset button and we are stuck cold turkey with our own reality and our own self. So here's the bottom line. You can't control what goes on around you. It's a mess out there right now. But if you understand that, it's time to reprogram ourselves. It's time to hit reset. It's time to self-connect. That's going to help you. You can't control anything except how you react. And taking this time to make sense of ourselves is essential. So how do we connect with ourselves? We can read, write, meditate. We have to sit in the discomfort. And we have to ask ourselves the hard questions. We have to deal with the stuff that comes up. We have to acknowledge it. Do you feel lonely? Are you not happy in a relationship? Do you want a relationship? Are you scared about money? Why are you scared? What will happen if you don't have it? What will you lose? Are you scared you'll lose your things? Or are you scared you'll lose people's love? Are you nervous about your health? Are you fearful of what will happen if you don't have the things that they told you were so important? What do you want? What makes you happy? These are the discomfort of the feelings that are coming at us. We're all very uncomfortable right now. We're all sitting in our own stuff. And it's kind of like usually we shut the door on that and walk away and go to work and deal with, life and go make money or go to school or raise kids or go date or go out with friends. Now we can't do any of that. So we have to sit and we got to open the door and look at all that stuff we shoved away. And we got to go through it. We got to sift through it. That's why it's uncomfortable. So if you understand why it's uncomfortable right now, that's why. And all the things they told you that were real really aren't real. Like society and all that, like it's kind of crumbled right now. We're kind of just waiting and it'll come back. It'll turn back on. It'll get going. This has been human history. We'll be okay. But if you understand what benefits you can take from that right now, you'll come out of this a lot stronger. So my suggestion is when you were a little kid, or when you look at little kids, what made it so wonderful just to be you and hang out with yourself? And how did you take joy from little moments? That's what this time is about. It's time to get very simple, very much back to basics. And it's about connecting with yourself in a way that is reality and feels more real now than anything out there ever did. So let's make that the goal. Let's make your connection with yourself more real than anything out there could ever be for you. And when this is over and life moves on, you have that core foundation within you. And you feel stronger and you know that no matter what happens, you're okay because you're a rock. You're your own rock.
Wow, that was really good. And
go ahead.
No, yeah, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say how Like, how have you been feeling about the whole thing? Like, be serious.
You want me to be serious?
I want you to be serious.
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
To be totally honest with you.
Yes.
If I actually do get the corona, or one of us does get the corona, although you might have it, that's when I probably would get nervous because I don't like being, everyone knows I hate being sick.
Yeah, your health is your wealth.
Right.
Yeah.
I just, I put it out of mind that I'm going to get sick. I don't even think about that.
Yeah.
I've been basically just drinking OJ all day.
You do.
So I probably have like the highest sugars on the planet.
Your triglycerides are...
by next week. I've been eating an orange a day. Like apple a day keeps the doctor right. I keep saying I just eat an orange a day.
You're just vitamin C-ing.
I'm just vitamin C-ing it. But really, in this time, in all honesty, this is kind of when my mind actually, I don't know how to put this, but I think I do better.
Yeah. Why?
It's just because I have this mentality where I go against the grain of what everybody's kind of doing.
Yeah.
And I try to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And I think when I actually do better, like, I don't like to brag, but, I've been doing incredible in the stock market.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people are losing a lot of money. That's why I don't want to say these things.
Yeah, I know.
But this is when I see clarity.
Yeah.
And I can actually see things that are going to do well.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And like for the business, like, it's actually we're actually getting stronger. Like I feel like I'm doing actually more things to make it stronger. But I don't like talking about this because I know a lot of people are suffering and a lot of people are struggling. But as a red, actually, this is kind of when I shine a little bit more than in other times. Which is, again, I don't want to be insensitive.
No, I know. I'm glad that you said that, though, because I had a reading with a young man last week. He works in the finance world. And, he'd been waiting for the reading for a long time. So it's just interesting it came today, or that day. And he was freaked out, and he's green. He was very green, very green. And it was interesting because, like, as I was reading him, I step into someone's energy and I could sense, like, everything you just said.
Yeah.
Like, he saw, like, the system kind of, like, crumbling.
Right.
And he was just like, and his place in it and the job that he had was going to crumble with it.
Yeah.
What I had to tell him, it was like, okay, this is a reality. Like, yes, it's happening. Mm-hmm. Now use your skills to work around it.
Right.
And I think you got to that place where you can do that now. Maybe like 10 years ago you couldn't.
No, I know. No, yeah, that's true.
Because you have to build up your own foundation.
Yes. Like, I actually look at this like as a challenge. Like, where like maybe some people kind of get knocked down and they're down and out. And again, some people are in certain circumstances where that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate to be in this good position. But I almost look at it as like in my mind as a challenge.
Yeah.
To say, how could I come out of this with doing better?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Right.
Again, there's things that we had going on that might not pan out. We had a lot of things going on.
Oh, yeah, we had a lot of... Oh, my gosh, yeah.
There was at least 3 or 4 things on the table.
Yeah, we had a lot of offers that got knocked off the
and
table.
I don't know if they're coming back.
Yeah, probably not.
But I don't look at it like that. I look at it, what can we do for ourselves?
Oh, that's true.
And that's actually what we've been doing. And, I don't want, we just released your meditation series, which you've been working on for a long time.
Yeah, no, it was interesting, too, because I was sitting on this meditation, the Recovering Empath meditation series. I was sitting on this for, like, months. And you were like, Megan, get it done. And I was like, I will. And I just, like, kind of was just sitting on it. And I wanted to be perfect, so I was, like, working on it, like, really long and writing it up. It's many pages long. And I don't know, I got this, like, burst of energy 2 weeks ago, like, right before everything got shut down. I just got it all done in one day.
Right.
And, I sent it off to our producer, Jemmy, our producer, Flintstone Media. And I'm like, okay. And then this all happened.
Right.
And I was like, timing's everything.
No, but that had been a project that we've been working on, or you've been working on a lot.
Yeah, forever.
And it's just kind of dragging.
Yeah.
And then we finally,
I got
had the ability
but
to do it.
But it's true. Like, in our own lives, too, like, we've been affected. It's just that I'm only ever affected when I'm counting on other people to help me.
No,
like... And I had to learn that. Like, I had to learn that, and it's hard, but it's a hard lesson to learn. You had to learn that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the things that I was counting on other people for,
right,
they're off the table now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what?
They could come back.
And they could or not, whatever. I'm a true believer in what is meant to be will be.
Yeah.
I am a true believer in that.
No, I agree. I mean, that's because when this happens, I'm like, all right, now we can just make our own magic. Let's keep going. Mm-hmm. Let's keep doing what we do.
Yeah.
Let's do it the best we can.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, let's help as many people as we can.
Yeah. Which is why I feel like I got sick. Because I was like trying to like help I'm just really trying to like absorb the voice of everybody. And then I lost my voice. That's
true. I mean, and here's the thing. I know you have been writing to a lot of people, just not even for your readings and stuff, trying to calm them down.
Oh, yeah.
People write to me. I've been trying to help them too.
Yeah. I'm just trying to give people some solace. But my thoughts on this whole situation is that it will go back to normal one day.
Yeah, definitely.
And, the kids will go back to school and we'll look back and we'll be like, wow, remember that? Sometimes it can be, I should have taken more advantage of that time. I should have.
Right. And that's how that's what I'm viewing it now. Like, I'm trying to do what I can to.
Yeah. Try to see the situation in hindsight.
Right. Because it'll be over at one point. Hopefully, not too many people get sick.
Well, in your free time.
Well, yeah. Well, the other thing I do want to say that.
Yes, go.
This might be the funny part of it.
Please.
When I was meditating, by the way, I didn't tell you this, to your day 3 of your meditation series.
The Angry Empath.
Which you can get on your website.
Yes.
Not a shameless plug, but I guess we can do that, right? No, we can't. All right, whatever. And as I was meditating, it came to me that I should come up with a yoga routine.
Oh.
As I was meditating, all these great names for new yoga poses were coming to me.
Okay.
So I don't know if I should maybe launch, if people would be interested in Scotty's yoga series.
You have such a yoga body too.
I know, right?
You're so bendy.
Yeah, and maybe I would name everything after the pandemic type things, like the Corona camel move,
the social distance,
the social distance,
the social distance.
Now I'll do the Corona camel, where you kind of
Corona camel.
The bat droppings or something,
like find the toilet paper. So it's just a reach really high into the shelves.
So what I'm hoping is if I do day 4, 5, and 6, I'll really have the vision of the yoga series. So that's one of my goals too.
I think that's great, Scott.
All right.
We all know that you like to reach out to celebrities because, let's be honest, you are a shameless plugger of what we do. It's been good because, celebrity, they always write back to you all the time.
Look,
nobody misses a Scotty call.
No, I slide into over 1,000 DMs.
All the DMs. So,
day.
I wanted to keep up to date, with some of the people that I know you've reached out to, how they were doing during the quarantine. So we're going to call this segment, how are these celebrities spending the quarantine?
How are these celebrities
we were checking in on them.
How are these celebrities spending the quarantine?
Yeah, so we heard you checked in on Kim Kardashian.
Okay. I did check in on Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, she did write me back.
Okay.
Okay, she was one of the ones that wrote me back.
Yeah.
And she told me that she was going to come out with a new sex tape.
That's great.
Yeah, because that's what started the empire.
She's a pink aura.
And what made her famous was the sex tape, right?
Yes.
So she's like, I'm going to make another one.
Yeah, and her mom marketed that. She's actually spending this quarantine, though, probably aside from that, fighting with Taylor Swift right now.
Really?
So what happened was, oh my God, you don't even know. So everybody else listening to this knows, but you don't.
Okay.
So they can experience you knowing it.
Fine.
I'll make this short.
Okay.
4 or 6 years ago, you guys can correct me, I forget. Kanye came out with this song that called Taylor Swift a biatch, but he used the real word and said that she should have relations with him.
With Kanye.
Kanye wrote a rap song about, remember how Kanye took the VMA award from her? You just saw that. And then did this whole I don't know who you are, but blah, 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 blah. And so he released this song and referring to Taylor Swift as the B word.
Okay.
And saying that she owes him sex, basically. It was in the rap song because I made that B famous.
Okay, so Kanye claims that he made her famous.
But in the song, he wrote a song about it.
So he's like the Harvey Weinstein guy?
Right. So anyway, so she wrote, I don't know, at the time she was okay, whatever. That album that she won the VMA award for, she already had sold 7 million copies of it or whatever before he did that to her.
Okay.
And stuff. So it's not he didn't make her famous at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
He was just a douche and whatever. But anyways, so she said, I never approved that. That's a terrible thing that you said about me. And then what happened was Kim on her Snapchat, this was a couple of years ago, put this tape of Taylor and Kanye talking about the song release before his song was released, and her saying oh yeah, that's fine or something like that. I could be mistelling it, but anyways, the real tape came out this week or last week.
Oh,
and it turned out that Kim and Kanye allegedly edited it to make it look like Taylor said okay, but the actual tape was she was no, do what you want to do, dude, whatever, that basically. And it was really awkward where he was just shaming her, and just it was really awkward to watch.
Maybe, you know what might have happened?
What?
Kim and Kanye. Was Kanye the original guy in the sex tape?
No.
No, it was a different guy?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe they want Taylor Swift to be in their tape, their sex tape.
Oh, my God.
That's why they got into this fight.
You know, I think they'd do anything for a like on Instagram.
Anything for a like.
So we heard you reached out to Andy Cohen.
I did reach out to Andy Cohen.
Yeah.
And sadly, he does have the corona.
He actually does.
He's like you. He's got the corona. And your mom.
Patient zero.
Yeah. And I think he feels, and I don't know why he went into this with me, but I think he feels it's kind of like a payback.
Okay.
You know, for creating such like angry women at each other, creating like series of shows that just breed hatred. And I feel that Andy Cohen might think this is like a penance. Is that the right word?
A penance?
A penance, yeah. For all the negativity he's brought with all the Real Housewives franchises.
Is that how you feel about the...
Well, no, that's how he feels.
Oh, that's how he feels.
Yeah,
okay, got it.
Yeah.
And we heard you reached out to the Coach Monica from Cheer, Cheer Netflix.
I did.
Yes.
I had to really research her name. I didn't know what her name
Coach
was.
Monica?
Yeah, I kept just writing Cheer Coach, and it didn't come up. But I found out her name, and believe it or not, business as usual.
That does not surprise me.
They are all practicing.
They're going to Daytona.
Yeah, they are going to Daytona. She actually told me that she told the coronavirus off. She said, "You're off mat."
Oh, my God.
You're off mat.
It's off the mat.
Coronavirus off mat. And so business as usual there.
Okay.
What's her colors again? I forgot.
Oh, she's yellow and red.
Ooh, yeah. She's taking care of it herself.
Britney Spears.
I couldn't believe it. She wrote back to me as well.
Amazing.
She says she's used to this.
Oh.
Quarantine is things that don't really affect her. She's done it before.
They've been keeping her on lockdown for a few years now. Free Britney.
She told me all the experience that she had in lockdown.
Oh.
So it's like another day.
It's just another day for her.
No change. She doesn't even know what's going on.
She's pink and purple, by the way.
Perfect.
Pilot Pete, our guy, you reached out to him.
Yeah, Pilot Pete. I forgot what he told me. Let me look that up on Facebook. Pilot Pete. He told me that he is dating. He's currently dating many women.
Yes.
He has built a windmill in his backyard.
Yes.
And things are good for him. He's not worried.
So he just has his own windmill in his backyard, which he can take women to.
He's asymptomatic. He has it.
Oh my God. But he's asymptomatic.
He's basically saying, you know what?
Oh no.
If I give it to you, I give it to you.
Wow.
But you're going to get the windmill experience from Pilot Pete.
I think okay. The risk is worth taking.
There's one that just came in while you were doing your speech.
What? Who?
You don't even know this.
No.
The mayor from Jaws.
Oh, my God.
He said, keep everything open. He said, no matter what, you keep it open.
Keep everything open.
Yeah. What's the big deal? A shark takes out a few people?
It's spring break.
You keep it open.
It is spring break in Florida.
So the mayor from Jaws.
Would go against DeSantis. Everything would be open right now.
Everything, yeah. Governor Cuomo, listen to the mayor from Jaws.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Jax, heard you reached out to Jax from Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah. Jax is also, I think he's just going around, and he wrote to me, and he's going around. He's got it too, and he's spreading it. He said, what's the big deal?
He doesn't care.
He's like, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm divorced from Brittany now.
Oh,
I think you're going to find out in later episodes of Vanderpump. They're divorced.
Okay.
And he's basically spreading it to the entire cast. He's serving. He's a waiter.
Yes.
And bartender.
Yeah.
And he's serving Corona.
Oh, he serves Corona.
The Corona. In the Corona.
And I heard you reached out to Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
Did. Yes, I love Pitbull. We always talk about Pitbull here.
He's South Florida Purple.
You know how he always says, Miami, Miami?
Yeah.
He has a new hit.
Oh, what is it?
Corona.
Yes.
Just Corona. And he jumps up and down. He jumps. And it kills the disease. It does.
It does, because he wears a suit. And he wears sunglasses indoors. And he screams Corona. Last but not least, you checked in on our old favorite, Hannah Brown.
And of course, Hannah Brown, not really feeling the lockdown, the quarantine, because she's everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is news not to the public yet, but she is going to probably, most likely be the new anchor of the evening news. Oh, here's Abby. Abby's come.
We're working from home with children, too.
Say hi, Abby.
Abby, say hi.
Say hi to the people.
Hi.
So you went on Daddy's joke. Go ahead, finish your joke.
Okay. Well, it's not a joke, but she's going to be. She's replacing David Muir on the evening news on ABC.
Well, they love
Hannah Brown
on ABC, so that makes sense that she is the worldwide anchor Mr. Worldwide.
It's going to be Pitbull and Hannah Brown.
All right, we need to go cough now and avoid each other.
We've been holding in our cough for an hour.
So let's close it up. All right, guys, I just want to thank the Mystic Michaela spiritual family for sponsoring this episode of Know Your Aura with Mystic Michaela. I want you all to take care and be safe and love one another and know that we love you too. Take care, guys.
All right. Say bye, Abby.
Abby.
Bye.